Yo, welcome back, guys. It's been 10 weeks of covering this book, The Metaverse and How It Revolutionized Everything by Matthew Ball. Yeah, today we're going to be talking about money. In the book, Ball calls them payment rails, and what he meant is the tracks that your money run on, basically. Most of the rails we have now were built decades ago. You look at wires, credit cards, PayPal, Venmo, and the likes. They were made for banks and early shopping, not for a living, breathing metaverse. Paul says this is one of the biggest things we have to get right. If the rail is slow, expensive, or locked down, then the metaverse dies before it even starts. Apple and Google take 30% of every in-app purchase. Most small businesses only make 10 to 15% profit, and that means the platform earns more than the person doing the work. Imagine your landlord making twice what you do off your job. Like, that's what Ball says digital stores look like right now. Roblox shows the problem: 2 billion in revenue and millions of creators, but only 81 of the 1 million creators made over $1 million. And for every $100 a player spends on iOS Roblox, Apple takes $30 profit. Roblox loses $30 and creators get about $25 before their costs.
Come on, man.
The rail pays Apple more for existing than it pays the person who built the platform. You look at Nike and Activision on the other hand, right? They show literally the same mess. Like, Nike shoes in real life take 0% cut, but Nike virtual shoes take 30% cut, and Activision sells a $2 skin. Apple takes 60 cents from that $2 sale. If they trade $2 on ad views for the same skin, Apple takes 0%. Same device, same game, different rail, different problem. Ball calls that a toll booth and not an economy. And it's not just games, right? Apple Pay is the only way to tap and go on iPhones. Visa has to make you unlock, open an app, scan a card image, and all that stuff, right? But Apple takes a cut on every tap, even when Visa is the one moving the money underneath. The rail isn't just in the store, it's built into the phone skin. Then Ball points to China. Look at WeChat. WeChat took a cash-based country and turned it digital in 5 years. We're talking QR codes, no credit card middlemen, near zero fees. $500 billion in small payments. A new rail doesn't really just move money around, it moves history. And here's Ball's warning in chapter 10 of the Metaverse and How It Revolutionized Everything, right? He said the metaverse can't live if it runs on today's rails, because whoever owns the rails will own the future of the metaverse. Here's where it gets really wild. Ball was writing all that, and the headlines started to catch up. The US just passed bills making stablecoins legal tender under bank audits. And Congress is saying out loud that they want America to be the global crypto hub. Payment processors are rushing to build crypto rails, but they're trying to slap the same old 2 to 3% fees on top of it. And right in the middle of it, we have XRPL, moving money instantly, cheap, global, exactly the open rail Ball said we would need. The root network is doing what Ball described without naming it. Automatic royalty splits, artists and creators getting paid in seconds with no 30% gate in the middle. And that's the kind of rail Ball says the metaverse won't survive without. It's not just an idea, guys. It's already happening live. Inside the XRP community, they use the DeLorean as their symbol, like Back to the Future. It's the time machine they believe will restart the rails of global value, going back to fix the past so the future can actually work. It's not an official Ripple thing, it's community law and a cultural rallying point. Featureverse is holding that IP. The Roots network is built on the XRP ledger, and that's where it gets real. The fan story about the DeLorean bridging past and future isn't just a meme anymore. The tech is lining up with the same narrative. Ball said whoever owns the rails owns the metaverse, and the root network appears that it's building rails that is owned by the community. And if Futureverse is the one driving the DeLorean, then that's not theory, that's history being written in real time. That's a summary of everything that I've learned from chapter 10 of Matthew Ball's The Metaverse and how it revolutionized everything. If you've been following for the past 10 weeks, damn, it's been an amazing journey and I'm grateful to you for still, being around. And if you're new here, do well, check out the link tree on my YouTube. I have a whole playlist of all the episodes uploaded there. You can check them out from episode 1 basically. And guys, don't forget to grab a copy of The Metaverse and How It Revolutionized Everything by Matthew Ball, so you can get to understand all of these things that I've been talking about for the past 10 weeks for yourself, because I've literally been sharing everything from my own understanding and my own perspective. So until next week, where we get to cover chapter 11, let's keep going.